Rigo Plasencia presenta Deportes, entrevistas.
¿Nos viene a presumir su medalla?
Sí, ha sido.
¿Qué fue lo que falló para
Y mucho más.
El aficionado mexicano es malinchista y vale la pena darle su oportunidad al deporte mexicano.
Your voice echoes in my mind.
First of all, Trent, thank you for taking this interview. And how are you?
Man, I'm great, man. Great to be in Chihuahua right now, and happy to be part of the family and the family league.
When you get invited to the Fam League, what were your first thoughts of Mexico football?
I didn't know how serious, it really was going to be, and I didn't know that they really played, American football over here. And when I thought about football over here, I thought about American soccer. And so I was surprised, and I was surprised to see the fan base over here. And, from the jump, it was just, a great opportunity. And, with everything coming in the works, and it's been a special process for me.
You have a NFL career. You play with the Browns. You play with the Colts. Also, you play with the Raiders a few times. What was your best time in these teams?
For me, it had to be my rookie year with Cleveland. I really liked the community out there, and I just like being around the fellas and able to to learn as a rookie and learn from Jim Brown, and just to meet that legend, and some of the lyrics that they have around Cleveland, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It was just all, and playing with Josh Cribbs. And then I played with the Colts, and one of the greatest times I had playing with the Colts was being behind Andrew Luck, but being on the same team as Reggie Wayne and Robert Mathis, and when I was with the Raiders, learning from Charles Woodson, guys like that, that's been around the league for so long. Justin Tuck, it's been leaders and Hall of Fame guys, and so to be taught underneath those guys, but to play against those guys, to play with those guys, it's just a blessing for me, and it was an honor.
Which is the best fan base, the Dog Pound or the Black Hole?
Oh, that's tough. That is tough, man. I had to say the Dog Pound when it comes to just no matter what the season is, they're gonna be there. And I had to say the Raiders are the most craziest, the meanest fans out there. But they all into it, man. But it's kind of up in the air when it comes between those two. But that Dog Pound, man, it ain't nothing like them Brown fans.
And what about the Caudillos fans?
Oh yeah, man, I love it. It's been a blast so far, man. These fans out here, man, it's on a different level. It reminds you a lot of the Dog Pound. It reminds you a lot of they embrace it. And to me, the Dog Pound was the closest to get to an Alabama fan to me, because it's nothing like an Alabama fan when it comes to college football.
You're an Alabama guy. What do you think about now the runners from Alabama playing in the NFL? Jacobs, now Najee Harris. What about this school that it's become, or it's a historical running back production?
Yeah, I mean, I love what they're doing right now with Alabama, with the running backs in the league and going to the league. For me and Mark, and actually Glenn Coffey to start this off, to start the running back you off at Alabama, to go first round, to have the 1-2 punch of Mark Ingram and just to be in the backfield with him, it's been a blessing for us, man. And a lot of people don't get this man recognition, but Coach Burns, man, was a great coach. He's the greatest running back coach that you can ever find. He putting guys in the league left to right in the first round, and now he's with the Giants, and now he got Saquon Barkley, and I know he's going to have a great year next year when he come back healthy. But I know, just to be able to sit there and say that, hey, we're kind of the answers that kind of really started all that, to start it back up for the saving area for Alabama, and to see that these guys, going in and having a lot of success, just following our footsteps and, doing the stuff much better too. The stuff that Najee did this year, man, he's athletic. I think he got the perfect deal this year to go with the Steelers. And I think that he's going to be in the league for a long time with their offense of line that they have over there in their offensive scheme. Because he can, catch the ball out the backfield, he can block. He's a great runner, he got great vision, and he's athletic as heck.
Unfortunately, he go to the Steelers, right?
Yeah, and I think that's a good fit for him. I think they will use him like they did Le'Veon Bell, and I think that he might be a little bit more athletic than Le'Veon.
Why now the NFL it's not taking the value of a running back like in your time or time before?
You know what? It's crazy because running backs are the most punishing position. We're paid to get hit. 24/7. That's our job, and not just getting hit. We got to switch. We got to make adjusters on blocking and stuff too. So I don't know why they don't value us. I mean, look at Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry had 2 great years of 2,000 yards. But it took forever for them to give him a new contract. They gave Ryan Tannehill a contract before they gave him, and he was there longer, and he had a better career. And I'm not saying nothing against Ryan because Ryan's a classmate of mine because we came in together, and he's a great guy. But I don't think it's fair to a running back when you got somebody out there getting punished every play, kind of pick up blocks and making sure they know all the plays in the defense and offensive schemes.
Like you said, it's becoming a quarterback league, and as a football guy, football is the most team sport in the whole world. You need a great line, great running back, great wide receivers, great quarterback to become great coaches, to become a Super Bowl winner, right?
Yes, sir. It take all 11 guys. It really take the whole 53-man roster because the scout team guys. Is really big for the players to get them ready. But it take a great offensive line, it take a great quarterback, it take great receivers, it take great running backs. So I think everybody should be able to get paid like they should and to get value like they should. I don't think they value offensive linemen enough in the media when it comes to having big names. Because I know they're not skilled guys, but at the same time they're putting their bodies on the line the whole time too. But when you got guys we talk about the running back position, you got guys like Adrian Peterson, and you got guys like the boy Adams from Green Bay.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Ezekiel Elliott been playing off the charts, but they go out there and get their body risk, and they end up getting hurt like Ezekiel Elliott did or Saquon Barkley. It's not fair to those guys for them to have to take a pay cut, for something that they're doing, and they've been doing their whole life. They should get paid. They should get rewarded for it, just like a quarterback or just like a receiver or just like an offensive line. So I think that, they really need to second guess themselves when they talk about, the quality of a running back, because I think that's one of the most important positions on the football team.
You made it to the NFL. How difficult is for a child, for a youth, get to the NFL?
Man, hard work, and the whole process of wanting to do it, wanting to be better, and didn't want to be stuck in the streets, and didn't want to have my kids living the life that I had to live. And it's special and it's unique now because I see the stuff that my kids do now. I never got to do that type of stuff when I was their age. I never got to go to Disney World. I never got to go trips and I never got to go on flights. And the first time I flew was the All-American game when I was in high school, my last year in school. So for my kids were just talking last night. We was on the phone. And they had one of their friends on FaceTime with us, and they was just talking about, about the stuff that they haven't done, and my kids have done. I was sitting there telling them that you're very genuine because you're a privileged kid. You're unique right now because they don't have the opportunities that you done had, as far as traveling, being able to go state to state or go out of a different country. So that type of stuff that I did when I was younger, and the sacrifice that I, put on my body, was the cause of, them to have what they have now. I mean, I didn't get to play high school football until my junior in high school. I had 2 screws in both of my ankles. I didn't even know I was going to be able to run again. And for a while, they were sitting there saying I wasn't going to be able to run. And the only sport I did for years was track. And so, I tell people all the time, man, if I can do it, you can do it. And trust me, don't never give up on your dream.
So, to become a star, you have to be an athlete before a sport guy, right?
No, you just gotta have that mindset. You gotta be committed. You gotta have grit. I don't think that you just gotta be an athlete. You know what I mean? Because you can be the most athletic person on the field, but if you don't have that hard work, the next man is gonna be up.
Okay. So the mindset and the heart is better than the skills.
Hard work always beat our skill, no matter what.
Okay. Your kids play? What positions play they?
Yeah, my boys play football. My oldest play. He's 8. He played 8U football, and he played running back. He played quarterback. He actually thrown the ball 40 yards as a 7-year-old. He was last year, and he played receiver and he played linebacker. But they actually was ranked national. I think they was ranked number 4 in the nation last year, and he's been like the number 1 player for his age group for the last 2 years at his position. And my youngest son started this year, so I'm very excited to see that. He's going to play quarterback and a little bit receiver this year too. I was so happy to see him the other day when I took him to practice. He was out there throwing darts, and I kind of stayed back because I've never seen him coached by somebody else, and I kind of stayed back and just watched how he communicated and how he took things in, and he was saying yes sir, no sir, and he was asking coaches questions and stuff like that, and I was proud of him, man. And my girls, they're playing basketball, and so they play for Hewitt-Trussville. And my oldest daughter's actually going to high school next year, and she's practicing with the AAU team with the Hewitt High School right now. And I think they was ranked number 2 in the state last year in Alabama, and she's getting work right now, man. And I'll tell you what, they have a real great trainer named Mike McCoy down at the Performance in Birmingham in Bessemer. But I'll tell you, that dude works me out. He put my kids through the same workouts he put me through, and so they get professional treatment. And this guy's worked out everybody.
You heard like a proud dad, and that's good. Families first.
Oh yeah, man. See, that's the biggest thing, man. And I wasn't gonna be able to join this league or be a part of this league unless my family agreed on it. And I went to my kids, and they loved the opportunity, and they was excited about it. And that's what really made my last decision. When the time I come into Mexico and playing ball, or being a part of a league, being a brand ambassador, was being able to have that time with them, and being able to see them grow too, man. Because when I was playing in a league, man, it was so many things that I didn't get to do with my kids, my girls. I didn't get to go to a daddy's daughter dance. I didn't go to gymnastic meets that they was having. So that's a big part of, man, and being proud. One thing my son had asked me, he said, "Dad, when you gonna play football again? And when I'm gonna see you on the field?" My youngest son, and so that was a big thing for me too, man. And so I'm very proud of them.
And your kids are proud of you. The last question: if you have to choose one team to go to the Super Bowl for the 21 season, Colts or Browns?
I had to choose the Browns.
Okay. Because they have more talent on the team, or because your heart set?
Just because I see it's a better situation with the Browns right now. They definitely have an all-around team. I think they have a better all-around team. But right now the atmosphere is just changing out there, and I definitely want to see them, get back to that place of winning and back to the playoffs and and back to a championship. It's been so long since they won. It's been since Jim Brown, so I definitely want to see them, in that running.
Okay, Trent. It was a very nice talk to you. Hope to make this interview in person in some time and talk about football and life.
Yes, sir. I sure appreciate you, man.
Okay. Thank you.
Te recordamos, síguenos semana a semana. Estamos en Twitter, @RigoPlasencia. Gracias por tu atención.